Yo, what is up, guys? Sorry, I had to restart the stream. My audio wasn't working, but yeah. What's up? It's about 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Just got back from work and class and stuff, so I thought I had time to, kind of jump on and stream a little bit of my stuff. But I'm honestly a little bit tired. I'm a little bit tired. Not gonna lie. So I don't know how long this will be, but maybe we can check out the problem of the day. I've been keeping up with the problem of the days. I mean, still been doing it, so. Guess we can take a look at this. Honestly, a little bit tired. I'm a little bit tired. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, let's kind of see where it takes us. Hang on. So right here. So we're given a binary string. Okay, you can perform the following operation on the string any number of times. Hey Max, what's up? What's up, SquareX, dude? Good to see you, bro. Thanks for jumping in. What have you been up to, SquareX? Since last week, since I heard from you last week. Perform the following operation on the string any number of times. Choose any index I from the string where I plus 1 is less than s dot length, such that si is equal to 1 and si plus 1 is equal to 0. Okay, move the character si to the right until it reaches the end of the string or another 1. Wait. Move the character si to the right until it reaches the end of a string or another 1. For example, s is equal to 0. Give me DSA roadmap with resources tutorial, bro. Dude, just look at Leetcode stuff, bro. He's got a good roadmap, dude. This right here, dude. I'd probably do this if I was you. I'd probably look at this, start at the top. I did this about a year ago, so that's what I'd recommend. But be busy with exams, and I started learning Erlang. Let's go, dude. I did Erlang in college too, man. Let's take a look at this problem. So I'm thinking we could just sliding window this. I don't know if it'll pass exactly, but let's see here. We move the character si to the right until it reaches the end of the string or another 1. For example, for s is equal to this, if we choose I is equal to 1, the resulting string will be to the maximum number of operations that you can perform. Choose index I is equal to the resulting string as 0s. What do we get? Okay, so we choose 1, then we move 1 to here. Let's kind of get a little bit of planning here, bro. It's always better, I feel like, if we plan a little bit. I don't know if this will pass exactly, but let's see here. Let's move this. Oh, jeez. Let's grab our input here. Take a look at our input here, right? I mean, so we have one operation here, right? So it's going to be some sort of for loop. We see the operation, and then we go ahead and apply it, right? Trying to think here, though. Is there a case where... Okay, so we just move all the elements, right? Constraints, we can be 10 to the power of 5. I don't know if the brute force here would work. Don't know if it'll pass. What do we got here? 66% acceptance rate. I don't know what the optimal approach would be here. I feel like it has to be that. Like, cool. Any idea which beginner project should I do in R? Dude, honestly, I think isn't R for like data analysis and stuff like that. I don't know, man. Would have no idea what to do in R. I just did I took a class in college one semester and it was all about R. And I just learned about R. So I don't know. Honestly, wouldn't be able to help you, dude. I don't know. Maybe ask AI or look on Google or something. Want to return the maximum number of operations that you can perform. Take a look at some of the hints. Is it optimal to perform the operation on the lowest index possible each time? Yeah, it's mainly about that. Yeah. Is it? Yeah, now I'm starting to think it's some sort of greedy problem. Perform the operation on the lowest index possible each time. It is optimal to perform the operation on the lowest index possible each time. Traverse the string from left to right, and I perform the operation every time it is possible. Okay, so maybe it is the brute force solution. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to have... oh my gosh, dude, my eyes, bro. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to loop here, right? So let's create like a private section here. Create like a res here. That's what we're going to return. Guess we can return that, right? Let's loop, right? Alright, so listen, s.length, right? I++. Shit, I'm thinking Java now, dude. I was helping some kid with Java today. Okay. Right, so we need some sort of statement, right? If we see... let's think about this, right? Dude, there was like... I got like an eyelash in my eye or something, dude. Okay, so if... I guess we need to think about this, right? Because we're looking one ahead too, right? So we could either do this in the way that we can start one ahead, or we can have some sort of balance check here, right? Right, so probably want to check the balance first, right? We're going to start from 0, so we probably go, well, if I+1 is greater than or equal to s.size, right? Guess since we're going to probably call this a lot, let's just cache it here, so we can do s.size, right? And go n here, right? And then go n here. Is greater than or equal to n, then we would honestly just want to... Well, we'd probably just break, right? Or continue just moves out of that control block, I think, and then, yeah. And we want to do, let's do like our actual check, right? So we would go, okay, well, if si is equal to, we got a string here, so we need to check in chars, right? S is equal to 1, and si+1 is equal to 0, right? Is that what it is? If si is equal to 1 and si+1 is equal to 0, right? Okay. Then what do we want to do, right? We want to move it all the way until we see a 1, right? So what is it? Like, move the character si to the right until it reaches the end of the string or another 1. For example, for s is equal to 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0. If we choose I is equal to 1, the resulting string will be... Okay, so we need... So I+1 needs to be 1, right? So the 1 in front of it needs to be 1. So if we start here... So I guess we can go, well... We can do int j is equal to I, right? And we can go, well, while j... Well, as j+1 does not equal 1 until it reaches the end of the string or another 1. For example, for s, if we choose I is equal to 1, the resulting string will be this. So I think that's what we have to do here. J is equal to 1 while sj does not equal 1, right? And once we see a 1, then we'll know, right? Then we will just go j plus or equal to 1, right? And then once we break out, then we want to apply the change, right? So apply the change. Oh, whoops. Apply the change, right? So we would go Sj is equal to 1. I guess 1, right? This is a char. I guess we need the edge case where, well, what if we're at our last element, right? Edge case, like we are at last element, right? If we're at the last element, then we'd have to check that, right? So if j is equal to n minus 1, then if j is equal to n minus 1, what do we want to do? J is equal to I, while Sj plus 1 does not equal 1, j plus or equal to 1. We're going to need to check the bounds here too. I guess honestly we could set this to be like in j is equal to I plus 1, right? And then we can check, well, while Sj, because now we know we're 1 ahead, right? Go, well, while Sj does not equal 1, we increment, right? And then we can check here, well, we have to check the bounds in the while too. So while j is less than n, and Sj does not equal 1, we increment, right? If j is equal to n minus 1, then we apply the change here, right? So this is instantly going to stop if it doesn't see it, right? J is going to be there. So I don't even think we need this edge case anymore now. Once we break out, we apply the change, right? But we want to apply it to Sj minus 1, right? Apply the change to 1. Once we break out, apply change to behind. Apply change to back. Apply change behind. That's fine. Yep. To the maximum number of operations that you can perform. I believe then we'd have to like increment our count, right? So res plus or equal to 1. Alright. I'm trying to think here, like what if we get, I guess it'll work, right? Let's see what this gives us. So we're close. Probably a simple fix, maybe. Give him 0 here. So we got 2 here. Or expected 4. So let's kind of revisit our code, right? We check the bounds. If I plus 1 is greater than or equal to n, we break, right? Actual check. If Si is equal to 1, and Si plus 1 is equal to 1, and J is equal to I plus 1, J plus or equal to 1. Once we break out, apply the change. Res plus or equal to 1, we return res. It seems like a good algorithm. I don't know what I'm missing here. I guess we'd have to run through this, right? In our code, right? Let's take a look. So we loop here. We start at this one, right? We see this one. We check it, right? We see this is actually, let's switch colors here. Check this one. Apply the change here, right? So this is valid, right? These two. So what are we gonna do here, right? So we're gonna go into this, step into this if here. We're gonna set in J to be greater than, so J is gonna be here, right? Pointing to this element here. We're going to do while j is less than n, so it's less than n, and sj does not equal I, it doesn't equal I, we increment, right? And we're going to increment here, right? While j is less than n and sj does not equal 1, then we go here again, right? We're going to see that this now fails, right? Because we're looking at 1. We're going to apply the change, right? Sj minus 1 is equal to 1. So this element here, we're going to change to 0, 1. Sorry, 0. It's going to be 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1. I guess we wouldn't even need to change this element, really, because we'd honestly be counting the whole way. I don't think we'd have to change it. Maybe not, but anyway. So now our I is pointing here, right? So we're going to come here, right? We're going to see that this is not valid, right? So then we're going to move to here. This is going to be the next element. We'll see that this is not valid, right? We'll then move here. This is not valid. This is not valid. This is valid now. So what are we going to do here? This is valid. We're going to move this. I think that's why we get 2 when it should be 4. Let's see. We get... Okay, I can see why this is not working. Let's think. I think this is more of a greedy algorithm now that I think about it. I have a feeling. Greedy, yeah, that's what I thought. Damn, bro, how would I think about this in a greedy way? I'm actually doing the simulation of it, which I think is wrong. How we think about it in a greedy way? I actually don't know. Yo, Devench, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Counted once every time we start a new 0 block. As we scan, count how many ones we've seen so far. Counted once every time we start a new 0, 0 after 1. All previous ones will cross it eventually. So add counted ones to the answer. If I added times 2 here, bro, this is definitely not gonna work, but I'm just trolling. So let's see what he says here. As we scan, count how many ones you've seen so far. Counted ones. So in this case here, let's kind of grab this example here again. Got an S here. Let's grab this example. Right, so we grab this example here. So we count how many ones we've seen. So in this case here, we've seen 1 by the time we get to our first, like what he says. I think he says is first. Every time we start a new 0 block, 0 after 1. I don't know what this exactly means. Every time we start a new zero block. I had a company exam today. Could not solve the coding question. I am sad. Sorry, bro. That sucks, man. Just keep grinding, dude. Just keep your head up, dude, and keep pushing through, dude. Just do. I always recommend to people just, at least a problem of the day, bro. On Leetcoding, that's all you need just to keep up with it. Problem of the day, I think goes a long way. So, felt that problem too was hard on this one. I just don't really know what this guy means. Best hint ever. This is not a hint, it's a naked solution. Best hint for this question, thanks. Every time we start a new zero block, 0 after 1. 0 after 1. Okay, so I think I understand what he's trying to say here. So we have what we have here. We count, right? So how many? A 0 after 1, right? Zero after 1. This case here, we see 1. Right? Then we reset our counter, right? So we would see 1, 2, 0 after 1, plus 2. And then will we add the remaining ones when we get to the end? I guess that's a greedy solution, I think. How would that work exactly? Moving 1 there. So how would this be 1? We would move 1 here, right? And then here, 2, here, 4. Don't overcomplicate it. Observe the pattern on pen and paper. Do not overcomplicate it. Trying to think, dude. My fucking leg is so itchy right now, dude. What the fuck? Let's think about this, right? So we go 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, right? We move this here first. So this would be 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, right? If we see a 1 and then a 0, we move, right? So this would be 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. 1 after a 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. Then again, one more time, right? 0, 0, 1. Sorry, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1. Right, this would be our 4. So what pattern can we generate from that, right? So maybe it should be a little different, right? Maybe we should go for I is equal to 0. Oh, dude. What's up, Dal, dude? How you doing, bro? Let's go int count is equal to 0. Right, we loop. Let's remove these checks here. Let's do count 1 is equal to 0. If si, fine, what about just stopping by? Yeah, dude, I don't know, I just started the stream, bro. Just doing the problem of the day on Leetcode. I'm a little tired, though. But, you know, just chilling. Happy you joined by, bro. Thanks for joining the stream. Okay, so if we see, if SI is equal to 1, right, then what do we want to do, right? We just want to increment our count ones, right? If SI is equal to 0, SI is equal to 0, if I minus 1 is greater than or equal to 0, and SI is equal, oh, whoops, needs an and here, and SI is equal to 0. SI is equal to 0, and SI, I guess we don't even need that, right? If we see a 0, right? If we see a 0 element, we would instantly know, right? So 1, then we keep counting. We need to see, I think our count ones, and count ones is greater than 0. Right, in this case here, this would be valid, right? We can res plus or equal to count ones. First time catching you live. Yo, dude, what's up? How's it going? Yeah, dude. Yeah, good, dude. You know, just starting the stream, doing a Leetcode problem of the day. Probably getting into some like project programming. Congrats, finding a job, dude. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it, man. I saw it January 5th, dude, so I'm super excited. Yeah, thank you, bro. Just, you know, working on projects and working on stuff and finishing up here my last semester of school, and excited to start after New Year's, dude. So if it's equal to 1, we count. If our count 1's it needs to be at least after a 1. Res plus or equal to count ones, right? I've done that Leetcode today. It is surprisingly easy, dude. I'm struggling on it right now, bro. Trying to think. I tried to simulate it and it didn't work, but trying to think of the greedy solution now. I is equal to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus. If SI is equal to 1, count ones plus is equal to 1. If I is minus 1, 0, SI is equal to 0. Plus or equal to count ones. We need to reset it too. So we have to reset our count ones. Count ones is equal to 0. Let's see what this gives us. We're supposed to count ones is 0. We're getting 0 here. Y 0. If SI is 1, in this case it is, we increase it to 1. If we see a 0, SI is 0, and count ones is greater than 0. Good luck with the ones and zeros. I'm a study computer watch. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Think of it as I need to be 1 ahead, not behind. Think of it as I need to be 1 ahead, not behind. Yeah. Trying to think. They should at least return 1. I don't know why this is not returning 1. Why the fuck are we not returning 1 here? What is going on? Why are we returning 0 here, dude? What the fuck? Oh shit, it's because this is a string. Count 1's greater than 0. Yeah, that's why we need this to be 0. Okay, we're getting somewhere. So we got 3 here. Oh. I guess we would do, okay, well, if I is equal to n minus 1, then we want to increment count 1s, sorry, res plus or equal to count 1s, right? Add the rest of count 1s on last element. Let's see what we get here. 4. Now we get output 3 here. So that doesn't work. Fuck, dude. I had the right thinking, but I just don't know how to do the case now where we wouldn't have to do anything. Oh, fuck me, dude. If I is equal to n, I is equal to n minus 1, res plus equal to count 1s. How can we deal with this case, bro? I guess if you got this. Appreciate it, dude. I'm trying to think. I'm just trying to think of this edge case here. How can we deal with it? I was thinking of maybe some sort of flag, but I don't know if that's I don't think that's gonna work for all cases. I don't think this is gonna work, but let's try this. Full flag is equal to false. We can go flag is equal to true. We could do this. I don't think this is gonna pass though for all the cases. And flag is equal and flag. I don't think this is gonna submit though. Yeah, no, I didn't think that would submit. This flag solution wouldn't work. Let's use this test case. Yeah, that test case, that flag ain't gonna work. Trying to think. I guess we'd have to check if our last element is 1, but then in this case here, this case wouldn't work, right? Because our last element is 1, right? So I just don't know how to deal with this edge case, dude. I have no idea. I don't know how to deal with it. Like, I'm lost, bro. I don't know how to deal with it. I feel like I'm thinking about it in the right way, but how can I deal with these ones on the end? I is equal to n minus 1. Well, you done same shit as me first time round. Oh, you done same shit? Yeah, probably, bro. I tried to simulate it, like, wait, is this wrong? What I'm doing, or I don't know. Try to observe the pattern, and now, dude, it's making me feel like shit. Maybe I can't solve this. Use a 1 on the end. Oh, let's do this. Wait, what am I doing, right? We could just do, well, if count ones is greater than 0, then res plus or equal to count ones. I think I'm overthinking it too much. Maybe that'll work? Nope. Okay, wait, if... No, that wouldn't work. Yeah, I'm lost, bro. I don't know how I would add this last part. I mean, I also did flag approach, but didn't work. Bro, what is the approach? Oh, shit, dude, I'm cramping. Oh, my leg, fuck. What is the right approach, dude? I don't know. I don't know how to get this last bit. Count ones is greater than 0. I is equal to 1, and count ones is greater than 0. Yeah, man, I don't know. I don't want to give up, though. That's the thing. You don't need I minus 1 or that if statement. What, you talking about this, or you just talking about this part? Get rid of this flag. You can't add on the ones, right? We can't just add on the ones, right? Because that's the whole point why it's incorrect, right? We have to think of some way to add on the ones. We can't do if I is equal to 1 at the end, right? Because that just doesn't work. That one is the one there is highlighted. Okay. I don't know, Becca. You might have to give me the last bit. I don't know what it is, dude. I don't know. I'm lost. I don't know how to finish. If I is equal to minus 1, if I minus 1 is greater than 0, and Si is equal to 0, count ones is greater than 0. Whereas plus or equal to count. If Si plus 1 is equal to 0 and Si is equal to 1, res plus or equal to count. What, that's the last bit in my code that I need? That doesn't make sense, bro. Holy shit, dude, I'm gonna sneeze, man. What, I add that here, bro? You're telling me I add this here? If SI plus 1 is equal to 0, and SI is equal to 1, res plus or equal to count ones. Saying this is the solution if SI plus 1 is equal to 0. If SI plus 1 is equal to 0. No, you remove that. What, this part? Dude, I'm so confused what you're trying to say, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. I thought we were literally just talking about the edge case down here. I'm trying to do this edge case. Dude, the stream's behind time, bro. So I don't know what all this means. Like, I don't know what you're referring to exactly. You're gonna have to be more descriptive. I'm trying to add the rest of the reason why mine's messing up is because I have extra ones at the end that I need to add, but I don't know how to figure out a way in order to add these extra ones. I'm just gonna try and look up the answer or something. Because I'm not sure how to do this edge case here. Undefinable segment, and every 0 off them. Only when the string ends with ones, not every iteration. Sorry, hard to explain, but if I minus 1 is greater than 0 and SI is equal to 0, count is greater than 0. You change that to what I gave you. Dude. Fucking, I asked Claude, right? Claude tells me to do this, bro. This is not gonna work. That's literally what Claude told me to do. If I minus 1 is what I got, right? If I minus 1 is greater than 0, SI is equal to 0, and count is greater than 0. That's literally what Claude told me to do. There's no way this works. Like, yeah, like, bro. Stupid shit. AI is so stupid, bro. Sorry, how to explain, but if I don't know, I literally just did. If SI is equal to 1, count plus plus. Okay. If SI is equal to 1, is equal to 1. SI is equal to 1. And SI, oh sorry. 1 and SI plus 1 is equal to 0. Res plus or equal to count. Sorry, get rid of this. Output is 3, expected is 4. It still comes, bro. It still comes down to the fact that I'm missing these last ones, bro. That doesn't change it. I'm still missing these last elements. It goes back to the edge case here. I'm still missing this last element here. How do I add this last element? Apparently I need to do segments. That's what the solution is, in segments. Let's get rid of this. Right, this is the proper solution. Else, I couldn't do it. I'm gonna give up. If SI is equal to 1, if I is equal to 0, or SI minus 1 is equal to 0, we increment our segments. Segments plus plus. Right? Else, res plus or equal to segments. Runtime error. What is going on here? Runtime error signed overflow. Oh, whoops. You count one. That's why it was failing. Okay. And count 1 is equal to 0, I is equal to less, and I plus plus. If SI is equal to 1, count 1 is plus or equal to 1. Let's run through this so I fully comprehend everything. We start out here. Here we go. Okay, well, if SI is equal to 1, right? Count plus or equal to 1. We got 1. If SI is equal to 1, and SI plus 1 is 0, then we increment that, right? So then we got a 1 down here, right? So we're pointing at this value now. We see a 0. So we do nothing. Right, we see a 0. We do nothing. We see a 1. As I is equal to 1, we increment by 1. And SI, if SI plus 1 is equal to 0, then nope. Then we go here. This will go to 2. We see a 0 here, so we res plus or equal to counts, so this will go to 3. Right, we see a 0. Doesn't do anything. We see a 1. Right, we have 1 here. And SI plus 1 is equal to 0. And we don't see a 0 here, so what the fuck? Is this... Bro. This is so fucking confusing, dude. What the fuck is going on here? It still comes back to the point where we're missing the last value, bro. Like, but how? Like, what? 1. SI 1 and SI plus 1. Bro, so... We're like looking out of bounds in this case, bro. Like, what the fuck? Oh, bro. Bro, like, isn't this gonna go out of bounds, bro? Like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, how is this passing? Oh, he's less than N. Like, when we check the last element, bro, and then we check here is 0, like, bro, this goes out of bounds. Like, what is going on here? Like... This only happens when I is equal to n minus 1 and SI is equal to 1, because then you evaluate SI plus 1. But why do we need the last element? Bro, isn't this gonna come out of bounds here, dude? Like, we're checking SI plus 1. If we're looking at the last element here, I'm gonna switch colors here. Like, if we're looking at the last element here, 1, how is this not failing? Like, how is this not failing like an out of bounds access error? Like what? We're going to where I is less than N. So when I plus 1 is equal to N, it's going to get an out of bounds error. How the fuck? We're starting from the first one moving to. What do you mean we're starting from the first one? Where's plus or equal to 1? No, I think we're talking about different things, bro. I'm talking about here where we access out of bounds. Like, we have no bounds check. Like, there's no bounds check. Where are we, like... We're not starting, you know... I don't know, dude. This is fucking tripping me out, like... I need to put this into Claude, dude. This is fucking stupid, like... This is... This has no bounds check, but it works due to how C++ strings are implemented. C++ strings are not. Ah, okay. Yeah. Oh, fuck, I forgot that. And null terminator, yeah, you're accessing. Which is the null terminator, 0. The character 0, the condition I plus 1 are evaluates to false, so the primary code path never executes. Logic doesn't need that last position anyway. The algorithm counts operations way, followed by 0 at the last. Okay, so what if we add... I'm talking about this bounds check here, bro. Let's add this bounds check. See if it still submits. Okay, I think it's because of the null terminator. I think that's why this is passing. If I is less than n minus 1. Wouldn't it be less than n, dude? Bro, this is so weird. Like, res plus or equal to 1, like, for example. Yeah, bro, this is tripping me out. I've never come across this, but this is so weird to me. Like, you would think like this would fail, but it's like, bro, what the fuck? Si is equal to 1, count once plus or equal to 1. If I is less than n. Alright, dude, I'm probably gonna try something different, but... Size 1, we count the 1s. If I is less than n, and Si is equal to 1, and Si plus 1 is equal to 0. Three, two, two, 8. Let's see here, bro. Let's 3, 2, 2, 8. Damn, bro. I should have solved that. Fuck. How? Bro, what the fuck, dude? Okay, let's figure out another oh my gosh, dude. Oh. Okay. Oh, let's do one more problem, bro. What is going on here? I mean, it's just Leetcode at the end. It's possible because of null terminator lock. Why it doesn't crash when n minus 1 last index. Sn is the null terminator. has ASCII value of 0, so 0 is ASCII value of 48 since condition is false. The buggy code inside never executes. I get what you're trying to say. Yeah, I'm just like confused with we're not checking the bounds, and then it's like failing on it, but like I realize that it's the null terminator that's causing it not to fail, but I'm still not like fully comprehending the algorithm approach. If that's like, I was close to getting it, but I couldn't get, you know, the final issue what was getting it. And like, SI is 1, we count the ones. If SI is equal to 1, right? And SI plus 1 is 0, then we just add. Alright, we keep going. 1, then we have 2. Our count ones is always going to be 3, so then in this case we would add 3. Bro. 2, 3. And we see... Hang on. C out I and L. Zero and 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we see the 0 here. And this element doesn't matter, right? It's because, right. So my previous solution wasn't working because I was making it 0. I think that's where I went wrong the entire time. Well, I was just making it 0. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna grab my solution. So I kept it over here. Oh my gosh, dude. What is going on here? Let's get rid of this. Can this still run, dude? Okay, I'm just not even gonna bother. I minus 1 is greater than or equal to 0, and SI is equal to 0. Count 1s is greater than 0. We wouldn't even need that. No, it's not the same. Fair enough. Okay. We'll leave it at what we got. I understand now. I mean, I got it wrong because this is my whole issue. I just would have thought that's the way that you go about it, but obviously not, right? Yeah, we wouldn't need this. Okay. Yeah, bro, that's tough. That's tough. I get what you're trying to say. Yeah. Oh, dude. Shit pissed me off. Oh, they added quests to Leetcode. What the hell is this? What the hell? What is this, dude? This is new, bro. I don't know. Let's try something different. Like, two things X and Y considered similar if they are identical, or we can make them equivalent by solving in most 2 letters. Those 2 letters in distinct positions. Normally, this been asked before? Yeah, it has. E39. Just want to see how long roughly this is going to take because I got other shit to do. 2054. Bruh. What's up, Z-Fake? What's up? But I also did not think of the balance check. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, I was just confused with the balance check, but I mean, it's whatever. But we can make them equivalent by swapping at most 2 letters in distinct positions within the string X. TARs and RATs are similar, swapping positions 0 and 2, and RATs and ARTs are similar, but two strings X and Y are considered similar if they are identical, or we can make them equivalent by swapping at most 2 letters in distinct positions within the string X. TARs and RAPs are similar, swapping positions 0 and 2. And RATs and ARTs are similar, but star is not the same as TARs, RATs, or ARTs. Together these form 2 connected groups by similarity. Only each group is such that a word is in the group. Trying to think exactly how I go about solving this. I was learning union find. Take a look at my solution for this one. I just maybe want to think about it because, like, sorry, my submission. Not this. Not this. It was accounts merge. That's what we did. May I ask how many rounds and what Leetcode came up on your interviews? I had 5 rounds on my interview. I had 2 technicals and 3 behaviorals. I was asked, is palindrome on the first one, which was obviously like probably the easiest problem on the website. And mine stuff was mainly just like a project deep dive sort of thing. You know, kind of went through my code and kind of spoke about what I did in my projects. But yeah, my only live coding was I was literally given like 10 minutes at the end for some live coding, and I was told to implement it as palindrome. So implemented it in like 2 minutes, and then priority queue with pairs is the worst Leetcode to do with CPP. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I was asked. I had 3 behaviors, 2 technicals, and yeah, I was just kind of quizzed on, other than like, you know, project deep dives, I was quizzed on things I listed on my resume. Yeah, and then the behaviorals were, you know, more behavioral, not really technical stuff. But yeah, that was my interview. So I'm pretty happy I had, like, you know, I had a lot to talk about because I had a good amount of projects, so I had a lot to talk about, so that was pretty good. But yeah, I did interview at a like a Bay Area startup. Man, that technical was hard, bro. That was tough. I was asked wasn't really a Leetcode problem, but it was like an interval problem with given some like LLM output. I had to find like key phrases and split up the text, and it was like an interval algorithm. But bro, like, it was so hard to implement within an hour. Sometimes it's so hard to implement stuff like just in front of people, bro. Like when you're sitting in front of someone, you know, the pressure's like totally different. Like, trying to think here, how can I accounts merge? What am I doing here, dude? What is this, bro? Adjacency list. plus the DFS. It's not what I want either. This is my most recent solution in. This is what I want. Holy fuck, here I'm sweating with easy mediums plus mediums in my OAs. I have to read a book for every OA. Dude, trust me, bro, I've done so many OAs too. Like I've been doing OAs, I've been doing questions so long. It really depends on the yeah, I mean I've done a shit ton of OAs for ranges of companies too. I've done you know, Bay Area startup technicals. You know, it really depends on the company you're interviewing for, really. You know, I also, with this company, I also got referred to as well. So, like, I applied for a separate position. I applied for something not in their software engineering department because they didn't even have an open position for what I was going for. And the guy, like, really liked me in the interview and transferred my application. And that's how I got in. So, you know, I had 5 rounds, but I interviewed for about, I think from when I got the first round, I think I was interviewing for over a month. But yeah, like, you know, I mean, it just always, it's company dependent. My buddy, dude, works at King's Isle. He's a game developer. Was us his palindrome too. So it's like, you know, I guess it's just the way it is, bro. Like, but I think as well. Did you get the job? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. But I think what helped me a lot was just, like, I have a lot of projects, like what I said, so I think that's what helped me a lot. And I had a lot to talk about, so that was good. But yeah. OAs are A's though, bro. Like when I was doing www, yeah, bro. When I was doing the OAs, bro, like, kind of suck because, like, I feel like sometimes, you know how sometimes, like, when you're applying, you get like the automatic OA, or you get the you apply and then within like 5 minutes you get an OA, or sometimes you apply and then within you know, a couple days, or, you know, whatever it is that they, you know, look at your resume. I don't know, but like sometimes you get it within a couple days, and then you do the OA, and, you know, whatever question you get 2 questions on or whatever, and you know, you pass the questions or whatever, and then you get a rejection in the mail, in the email, like a couple days later. Like, that stuff was really frustrating. But you know, again, it just depends on the company you're interviewing for. You know, my buddy, believe it or not, actually, my buddy interviewed at, like, he's got a few years experience on me. He just got a job at I think it was Amazon or something. He interviewed at, like, a lot of the big techs, and bro, like, he was interviewing for a software engineer 2 position, which was like 3 years of experience, which is what he had, but he was given like 1 Leetcode round and like something really easy as well. Like, can't remember what he told me, but it was like it was like an easy and medium problem within like an hour to do, you know. But then he was also asked like system design, had some behaviorals and stuff like that. But, like, you know, again, it's all luck of the draw. So I feel like I've been chirping for too long, but I got Amazon away a few days ago. I got 1 question correct, 1 question. Second question, 10 out of 15 on the hacker rank. Oh, wait, was fucking hard. It took me 2.5 hours, but 70 minutes was 2 Leetcodes. I got rejected today, 2 days later. Yeah, man, it's tough. Like, what are you? Oh, I assume that you deleted that. I don't know. My bad for reading it out. I don't know. How long have you been Leetcoding for, Becca? You been... I started a year ago. I've been Leetcoding pretty consistently for about a year, but, you know, I'm nothing cracked, but I got rejected today, 2 days later. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm nothing cracked, but, you know, I've solved a lot of problems, but I've been Leetcoding for about a year. But I started off, like, in my early days, bro, I started off like I was struggling with easy problems, you know, like, but, you know, I guess it's all part of the process. But Two strings X and Y are considered similar if they're identical. Together, these form two connected groups by similarity. Tars, rest. So notice that tars and arts are in the same group, even though they are not similar. Formally, each group is such that a word is in the group, if and only if it is similar to at least one other word in the group. Each group. I did on and off last year, but I really started grinding over summer after college. Yeah, bro. I guess that's how it is, man. Trying to get better, bro. I'm trying to stay consistent with it, even, you know, when I have a job, when I start January, like, just being consistent with it and just trying to get better. You know, I feel like it's the most important thing. Yeah, bro, I've got no intuition on this problem. I don't even know how I'd break this up using Union Find. You got some hints, dude. I should look at anagrams, but in constraints system. You mind approaching this? Yeah, I'm not sure how I would swap these. What would be the best way to swap these elements? Yeah, when you take a few months off Leetcode, you really start to lose it. Yeah, I can definitely see that, bro, for sure. I mean, like, real world stuff is not Leetcode. Speaking about real world stuff, let's see if my buddy made any changes. I'm doing this like school project for nope, didn't do anything. Interesting. Let's get some hints for this problem. I'm not sure on the way that I'd think about this. Did you find a position yet, Becca? Or are you still looking for one after college? Are you also from the US or? 839, some of the string groups. Give me some hints, baby. Trying to get better at Union Find or problems like this, like. Node in a graph. You're trying to count connecting components. Each string is a node. So I feel like we can brute force checkings of pairs, right? Let's think about this, right? How do we do Union Find, right? We have a parent, we have a size. I always forget sometimes how to implement this stuff. Parent and a size, we have a find, we have a union, right? Then we have whatever else we got in here, so. Okay, let's do vector int parent, vector int size, right? I'm still looking. I'm EU Ireland. You have a theory that real interviews are easier than OAs. Yeah, bro, for sure. I would think so. Yeah. At least my experience. I mean, I haven't interviewed a crazy amount, but like, oh yeah, that's what I would say. Yeah, I would say the OA is definitely harder than the interview. Like, I don't know. It's definitely tough though, bro. Like, so like my buddy today got My buddy interviewed at 2 Sigma a couple days ago. Got asked like a Leetcode hard, like a 2,000 plus elo rated problem to do within an hour, like in front of an engineer. And I'm like, bro, like, I mean, bro, like, there is no way I would have solved that in front of someone. I also crack under pressure a lot in front of people. So I know it's kind of, I'm streaming in front of people, so I'm cracking under pressure, but like, I don't really care about like streaming in front of people. I mean, you know, so it doesn't really bother me, but, you know, streaming and stuff. But, you know, when you're in front of someone and it's like, you know, just you and the guy, it's like, bro, like, it's next level, you know, sort of stuff. So, in union, right? Okay, yeah, fine. What are we doing here, right? So we're checking, our parent here, right? So we're gonna need some sort of like constructor over here, right? So let's do that. Shit, let me turn the... Okay, what are we doing here? Well, if parent x does not equal, we're gonna pass in some sort of value here, right? We're finding a value. In this case, would it be a char? Or what are we gonna hold here? We're gonna be holding strings, right? So yeah, here we're doing integers, but that's because we're working. What are we holding in here? Parent.size. How come you decided to do CPP? Yeah, good question. Well, I originally did a lot of these problems in Python. And I just like, I don't know, dude, I really want to learn CPP. My buddy kind of influenced me. His name's Ethan. He used to be in here a couple months ago. He would come watch, but he's been busy recently. But I was interested in working on a game engine with him, and I still am. But I've been trying to get better at my CPP. I went through Chono's, you know, C++ series. If you're familiar with Chono, I'm sure you probably are. But I've been going through his OpenGL series and reading learnopengl.com, learning that. Yeah, I've been, you know, probably going to get into his game engine series because obviously, you know, to work on a game engine, I need the knowledge, right? So, you know, that's been the goal. I learned C++ to help my friend work on the game engine and work on a game with him. So, game development interests me. So, yeah, that's why I decided to learn CPP. And I've really enjoyed it. CPP is probably my favorite. So, what are you coding? I'm doing a Leetcode problem right now. But yeah, so that's why. Parent X. So what are we looking at here? I have to refresh myself with a little bit of union find, but now index. So what are we doing here? We have a vector of strings of accounts. Check out Tokyo Spliff, he's so good. I'm also working on 2D game engine. Yeah, bro, I know Tokyo Spliff, dude. I see his shit, bro. It's pretty dope. Like, I like his stuff, man. Represents the nodes, makes. Yeah, graphics programming is like really new to me. So it's like, I'm just learning the foundations right now. So. It's hard, bro. Sometimes your reason are literally same as mine, haha. Yeah, dude. I barely even touched C++ in college too, dude. Like, we did a little bit of like C in my like computer architecture and operating systems classes, but bro, like I barely touched it. So it's like I just went through and learned it myself, and it's been my favorite so far. So does not equal X. I have to refresh myself on this, bro. Like, I also saw this email account. Trying to figure out why we're using integers here. Is it just because of the nodes, or is it? I only did this like 2 weeks ago too. Like, Sam, we did see one semester. If you ever work for a gaming company, who would you work for? I mean, good question, bro. I don't even know, dude. I honestly haven't even thought about it, bro. Honestly, my I guess game programming is honestly just a hobby of mine. But yeah, game programming is just a hobby of mine. But oh no, not Visual Studio. I'm gonna jump through. We're gonna take a look at this later, bro. I can't be fucked to look at this right now, to be honest. For some of the strings, you ever need to store the string IDs in the DSU itself. What do you guys want to see? Do you guys want to see me work on a project, or do you guys want to see me work on this Leetcode problem? I don't know. I'm kind of getting a little bit sick of this Leetcode stuff, but I also need to look at Union Finding again because I literally forgot, and it's only been 2 weeks. So, code looks so complicated. Not gonna lie. Yeah, sometimes. Once you get into it, it's not as bad, but Union Find. I have no idea what's going on, so anything. I'm just trying to figure out why we're mapping integers here. I can't remember why, but maybe if I kind of get a little bit more into it, maybe I'll understand. So let's grab what is this, bro? This is the adjacency list solution. I don't want this, bro. This is what I want. Parent.resize 1001, parent I is equal to I. So let's grab this code here. Just kind of get it set up, right? We have 1001, or size is 1 for everything. Okay, so so I understand now. So we're using the union find to map each node here, not anything to do with actually the input that we're working with here. So with parent X, I guess this is confusing. I'm using X here. I probably shouldn't be using X in this case. Parent X does not equal X, then we move to our next value. Return find, otherwise we return parent X, right? So if parent X is not equal to X, and we return find parent X, right? So we like go to the next value. Honestly, I'm so over web dev in general. Good job, me back end, front end design. Yeah, I'm not. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of web dev, to be honest. But I'm working on a school project with a group, so I have to get it done. I'm also working on something from my old fraternity back in the day to do some payments and stuff, but sorry, this should be parent X. U union, right? So we want to union two things, right? So we'd want to union in X and Y. When we union them here, U union. Oh, what did I call it? U union. Bruh. Okay, whatever. I can't search for it, but female. Okay, so start from J is equal to 1 because J is 0 is email. So we loop through everything. String email is equal to IJ. If email is there already, we union. If email account email, then we union I email to account email. Okay. What made you interested in this? What made me interested in Leetcode? Specifically in Leetcode, just it was for technical interviews. I just kind of enjoy doing it now. I enjoy spending a little bit of time on it, but I mean, coding in general and game development. Yeah, dude. I don't know, dude. I always spend a lot of time with the computer, because this looks painful. Yeah, I always just enjoy spending time with the computer. When I grew up, was a gamer, wanted to learn how the games were made, and kind of did some programming classes in high school, and then went to college and studied CS, and yeah, I just was interested in software engineering. And just in any domain, you know. I'm working at an insurance company starting January 5th, so, you know, game development is probably something that I'm most interested in. But, you know, not necessarily maybe as a profession, but, you know, just, you know, as a hobby. And that's what kind of got me into it. So, yeah. I just enjoy programming and just in general. I kind of work on my own stuff at home. And how much complexity is in the big AAA games? Oh, bro, a lot, dude. They got like hundreds and hundreds, maybe even thousands of devs working on specific games, bro. So there's a lot to it. I think game development is probably one of the hardest ones too. There's just so much math, and you know, it's tough. Like, and root x is equal to find x and root y is equal to find y if root x does not equal to root y. This is where we want to do the size, right? So are you worried that game development or your future job might get taken by AI? Not really. Nah, man, not really, no. To be honest. Not really. If root x is not equal to root y, I'm going to deal with the size here. So, size, right? We want to combine, so how would we check? How would we check the IDs, right? So size size root x is less than root y. Parent root y is equal to root x, size root x plus root y. Cool. If size root x is greater than size root y, then size root x plus or equal to size root y size root y is equal to, would it be equal to 0? Is that what we do? Size root x. Ah, shit. Parent root x is equal to root y. Plus equal to root y. Let's play some music, bro. After I kind of look at this implementation, I'm going to do some web dev stuff and work on this project. We can kind of look at this tomorrow, probably. Most I've done is Scratch when I was in early stages of high school. Well, that's okay, bro. I mean, that's at least something. Like, fair, because I've seen a lot of stuff about it, but I'm happy that you got your job security. Yeah, I am too. It's a nice job too, so I'm really happy to get started, and I'm honestly super excited to start. So, root y is equal. Oh, so we're changing the parent here, right? Change the parent and then size of the parent of root x is equal to root y. The size, so if root x is greater than root y, then the parent of root x this would be root y is equal to root x, and the size of root. What brings you pleasure in coding? Is it seeing your code work or seeing other people enjoy what you coded? Honestly, I just enjoy doing it myself, bro. I don't really do it for anyone else. I just, I don't know. It's just a hobby, I guess, you know. So, I don't really know specifically. I just enjoy sitting down and working on my stuff, and I just enjoy to play games too. So I play games as well. But, yeah, dude. I don't know. Just thanks for asking all these questions. I appreciate you jumping in. I don't get a lot of people that jump in and chirp around and stuff, so x is equal to root y. I think this would be size, wouldn't it? Parent root y is equal to this would be size, sorry, whoops. Let's take a look here. shit. I forgot to return anything. What will we return? Oh, void. Oh shit. Whoops. Void here. Find functions missing path compression. Missing. Oh, whoops. Missing the semicolon and. Oh shit. X is equal to find. Whoops, got to do that part. How are you, bro? Yeah, I'm good, man. Thank you, bro. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for answering them all. Are these like practice questions? Yeah, they're like interview style questions, and I'm just trying to like familiarize myself with Union Find. I've been trying to learn Union Find, but I haven't done a Union Find problem like in a little while. So, you know, I was just, this is kind of like a, you know, boilerplate implementation that I'm trying to implement. Find functions missing. Are you a dev already and doing practice, or are you working on a job? Yeah, I already have a full-time job. I'm starting January 5th. I haven't started yet. I'm still a student, but I'm graduating here in like a month. But I have a full-time job in January. I just do Leetcode for fun now. Leetcode or Code Forces. Honestly, dude, I've never even tried out Code Forces. I'm not really a competitive programmer, but I'd probably say Leetcode just because I've never tried Code Forces. I'm honestly not that good at Leetcode. I'm probably fairly average, but probably spend more time than the average individual too. So, this is a school project I'm working on. Pretty much done with it. I can kind of show you guys. This is what we got. Let me log in. That's good for you. I'm a dev as well. I suck at Leetcode as well. Yeah, it's tough, bro. Leetcode's a different way of thinking, but I try and do a problem a day. But you know, it is tough. So, so my buddy said he was gonna do a couple fixes here, but I guess I might have to fix it myself. Let's see here. I think I left notes throughout this code somewhere. I just don't know where. I think on the... Brother, you type so fast. Yeah, thanks, bro. You can use unsigned instead of int. Compiler prefers when code main is specified as unsigned. Yeah, appreciate that. Thank you, bro. Yeah, I probably should start using that, but I don't know. I've only been learning C++ for a few months now, so I started from the ground up. So yeah, appreciate that, dude. I left some notes here. I believe here's where I left a note. Make another tab for completed orders. Or I could possibly just filter out the ones too. Let's see what I'm doing here. Text gray, order items on mat. In progress done. Do most coders care about keyboard quality? Dude, my keyboard's garbage, bro. Like, My keyboard's a piece of shit, to be honest, but maybe, bro. I don't know. I mean, I don't really care as long as I get a keyboard, man. As long as it works, dude. Order items, map item. I'm trying to think about how I want to do this. Do I want to I went and watched the this fire movie yesterday, bro. It's out in the cinemas, man. Shit, what is it called? Nuremberg Trials? Yeah, bro. Movie. This was fire, bro. Nuremberg 2025, dude. It was a fire movie. I was doing some research. I was curious about everything. Really good, man. Really good watch, dude. Kind of really, really sad, but, you know, it was a very good watch, so would recommend it. Shit, where's my VS Code? Either what I want to do, let's get rid of some of this stuff. What is this? I work in a secure facility and we can only use specific approved keyboards when we work. Oh shit, really? That's interesting, bro. But fair, I was just thinking of something most of my job I would probably want, like a smooth keyboard, lol. Yeah, I mean, smooth keyboard's probably nice. I have a mechanical keyboard that I've had for years, so I'm trying to think, like, what do you guys think? Oh, did he already filter it? No, he didn't. All right. So here, like, I have completed orders here, right? Oh, yeah, completed. So I have completed orders here. And I'm thinking, like, you know, like, so a chef should be able to see each table, right? A chef should, like, this is the chef page, right? You know, you can see, so a chef, like, pretend you're a chef, like, in a restaurant, right? The chef can see each table that, I guess these should only, maybe there's a better way to do it. Maybe every time you see an order, probably want to submit the order, right? Actually, before we do that, let's go to our payments here. Where is our payments? Need to do. We update the order here. Maybe we can just get rid of this order completely. I don't know. I have to think about it a little more. Handle clearing the table for future orders. Maybe handled by waiter page. So I think I need to look at. Like at home, I enjoy 75% of my keyboard for gaming, coding, like sad at work, we use basic keyboard, whatever, it gets the job done. Are you gonna have to get this hosted when you turn it in, or just provide the source code? I just provide the source code, bro. Honestly, draw your thoughts. It's gonna help you a lot. Yeah. Honestly, I've done a lot of the work of this project too, so. We have our tables here, right? In our tables here, we have. I just want to clear the table, right? Because we should only have 10 tables. Hang on, let's double check, right? I think we can do like localhost 3001/API/tables. Shit, so we have a lot of tables. Table ID 18, table number 11. So really all we have to do is just change the status to open, right? Change the status to open. So open, 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 right? All the tables are open right now. So if we go to a waiter here, every single table is open. So the host should be able to change the status, right? Change the status to table 1. You go to waiter, table 1 is occupied. Then we're able to submit an order. When you go through the UI, it looks so simple, then you show the code and it looks crazy. It makes me wonder how complex all the day-to-day software really is. Yeah, it's definitely really complex. This is something super simple, like, so really I just want to switch the table to be not occupied, right? So I think that would be a simple request here. So let's handle cleaning up the table, right? So when we submit the request here, current order ID, does our order ID here, most modern software rely on C library that is maintained by a guy and his cat in Siberia. Yeah, probably, dude. Probably. What is current order ID? Current order ID. Set current order ID to be open. So I believe this should have API/orders, right? This should include our table ID, right? So let's probably store that, right? So let's come up here and const table, let's do current table ID, right? Let's set that here. Set the current table ID. Ooh. Set the current table ID. Okay. Then handle cleaning up the table. So I don't know if we have let's just status. We want to just change the status just to open, right? Open. Do the same thing here. If res.ok, res3.ok. Sorry guys, I haven't seen your chats recently. Just imagine sites like Google and Facebook. They have over 100 million plus lines of code. I'm gonna head out now. Good luck with all the work, brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, dude. Thanks for coming by, man, and chirping around. Yeah, this definitely has expanded my perspective. It's tough, bro. It's tough. Appreciate everyone being here, dude. Like, it's nice to have people, you know, talking. You know, it's not as lonely sometimes, so appreciate you guys. A bit crazy to think about. Appreciate you guys chirping around. So, like, simply YouTube, when I'm watching, it probably has so many lines of code to make it function. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I for sure. Like, appreciate you guys all being here. So, and res3 are okay. Then we get the final total. We just want to open the table, right? So, right, let's put this in bracket. Open the table. I have no idea how I got here. Are you from Balkans originally, bro? Yeah, dude, my dad. I'm actually interesting question. My dad is Croatian. So I was actually born in Australia. I'm Australian. My dad immigrated to Australia. I was born in Australia, and then I'm in the U.S. right now, so I'm located in the U.S. But I came to the U.S. to play college tennis. I played college tennis for a bit, and I'm still here. So graduating and just kind of got a job lined up. So starting January 5th. So I'm super excited about that. Should be fun. We put this here. What backend are you using? I'm using Supabase for the database. It's a like Postgres database. Yeah, bro, USA type shit, bro. And then yeah, it's a Postgres related database. Supabase, it's kind of like Google Firebase, but a relational database. So it's pretty good. And then I'm using Node.js. So let's set it to open. I don't even think my this backend is literally terrible. It's just one index.js, so it's literally terrible, but super unorganized. I think we don't. I don't think I have a put over here for this, so I think I gotta. What the hell is this, dude? Who put this in here? Can I see who did this, bro? What the fuck? I did not put this in here. Let's see what puts we got in here. Put orders, tables, date roll, unassigned tables. Put assigned table to waiter. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to change the table. Will the customer be able to enter this website on PlayStation 4 web browser? Yeah, bro, type shit. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I've been meaning to learn Postgres. I'm currently using Oracle. That's cool, man. That's dope. I haven't messed around much with Oracle, but this year is just a school project. But I'll definitely be down to show you guys something else I've been working on. I've been working on a. So I was in a fraternity in college. Yeah, I was in a fraternity college, and I'm on the board for the like alumni association, and I'm building like a website where all of the alumni, like, we can manage dues and everyone can be paying dues, like yearly subscription stuff, and I'm using Stripe and stuff like that. So that was my first time ever working with Stripe, so that was a little bit of an interesting process too. But honestly, it wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be, but I don't know, just always learning new things and working on other projects. Definitely, they hacked the PS4 the way that, yeah, bro. Let's take one of these as just an example, maybe something smaller. Let's do like, yeah, let's grab this. We'll do this here. So like put for payments table, not payments, sorry. Put for updating status of table. Okay, yeah, that works. We want the ID and the status, right? That's good. From tables, update status where table ID is equal to ID. Select. Yeah, select that one. Yeah. Key for generating this code for me. That was pretty dope. So we need to make this match here. So let me just see what we got here now. Payment page. Tables slash, what do we have over here? API tables slash ID slash status. Let's grab this. Sorry. I do a miniature planes. I need a similar system as the MCS, but I can't add more weight than 200 grams. Is there a Raspberry Pi kind of system on a 200 that is not based on ARM, preferably x86? Dude, honestly, I wouldn't know, bro. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. What college did you go to? I went to Eastern Illinois. Shit, I'm gonna turn on the light in here, bro. It's getting kind of dark. 1 second. Yeah, I went to Eastern Illinois. There's a little like thing in the background. I don't know if you can see it, but I got like a little like jersey on the wall when I graduated. So I think this needs to be a, get rid of that. Just have ID, right? As we got, yeah, current table ID. ID and the status here. looks good. Probably need a little bit more error checking, but I think this will fail to update status. Yeah, let's try this. So let's kind of go through the whole process here, like adding a table. So start off as a host, right? We already changed the status to table 1. Let's submit an order, right? Let's give it like a mana potion and cool potion. Right, let's select, let's grab a fried chicken or whatever. Let's add a request, like no sauce, dude. No sauce. I'm gonna see you use SH4, it's not ARM based and it's less than 200 grams. Nice. I live in Texas and my dad works in Illinois 60% of the year. Yeah, dude. I'm actually in the middle of nowhere in Illinois, dude. So I'm in literally the middle of nowhere, so yeah, it's tough, but Illinois is nice, so. Okay, so we're given this here. I believe that loading page is bugged there. It gave me access denied. I think that should be something different. Let's add a $2 tip, alright. Order confirmed. Nice. Should probably get rid of that alert and make that into a notification. See here. Okay, good. Table 1 opens, right? So perfect. That works. Then we should see the completed order in here. Table 1. Table 11, table 1. Where do we have it? Yeah. Choboco fried chicken, mana potion, that's what we got. And that's completed, right? We shouldn't want to change this. We should probably, I think the best way to go about it is have completed orders in a separate tab over here. That is good, you could. What's up? Hi, LXVRO. What's up, dude? So yeah, that works. We fixed that issue. Let's just create a new tab over here. So let's submit that feature just in case someone else works on this. Dash-in. Added clearing of table. Git push. Okay, so let's go to our waiter here. So let's map this here. So let's just copy this. I mean, we could literally just change it, but let's grab this here. We can call this old orders, right? Completed and raggeds just for now. I mean, we can change it later, but oh man, I used Rust for the server system, and on the forum they say Rust doesn't support Windows CE. That was a solid one, a frick. It's cool. Okay, so we got our old orders on here. We map our table here. Link key, table ID to create order. Oh shit, this is page waiter. No, we don't want it here. Whoops. We want it on the chef, dude. Get rid of that. Whoops, the wrong area, dude. We want it here. Let's grab this here. Make table for completed orders. Let's do completed orders. Sorry, let's call this old orders. Completed. Alright, we have a chef card here. We pass in the order, the completed status. Yeah. Okay, the chef card here. These are the colors here. Order status equal to pending. Red. Order status equal. We have a table here. And this is where we map the items, right? What is this being used for, dude? Status, order status. I don't really need this. We don't need these buttons here. Let's kind of get rid of that. Let's see what that looks like right now. Orders completed. We only want the completed orders, right? We got... I guess these can be... I don't want them all to be green though, that's the thing. Trying to think here, bro. What should we do? I think we just add an if in here, right? If order status is completed, we don't want to return null. What are we doing here, dude? What is going on? Oh my gosh, dude. Get rid of this. What the hell is going on? Order dot status. Or is it clear, but it's never read? No, actually, I don't want to do this because this is going to affect everything else. We could probably do an if. Trying to think here. What would be the best way to go about this? Let's see here. Let's grab this. We would need a... You could just structure this in an if else, right? I think we have to bring these buttons back to... Let's grab these buttons. Let's bring these buttons back. In progress, done. All orders completed. What if we just added if order status is equal to completed? Yeah. And render orders. This is done. We could just do that too. Or we could hold the completed orders over here. I don't know. I mean, this is probably easier. I mean, no one's really going to use this. So it's like... yeah, I don't know. Don't render this. Let's just leave it at that. That means we can get rid of this. Open, done. Probably want to clear some of these orders. think that's fine. You know, I think that works. We have a dashboard here. What did I want to check over here? Is on the waiter page that I think there's a bug over here where we load. If loading, not authorized. Okay. Looks fine here. What should I really want to use that now? I have a feeling this is going to take some time, man, but it's pretty much the only option unless I find a one-on-one. Oh. Becca, bro, you still here, dude? Ah, oh, man, fuck. My leg's kind of itchy, dude. See what we got here. No. Okay. Okay, let's kind of go from the beginning. Okay, so we got the admin dashboard. This works, right? We have our chef here. Got our tables here. They should all be fixed up. I just don't want to fix that right now. I got to delete in the database, but we have our host here. Let's say we have someone come in, right? I don't know, table 6, right, goes occupied. Our host marks it as occupied. Then we have a waiter here, right? The waiter submits the order. So let's submit our order here. Let's put 10 of these, right? Let's grab a steak. Ooh, that's a bug. What's going on here? What is going on here? That is a bug, I think. Okay, so you can't do them both at the same time. So if I have a health potion and this, it doesn't. Oh, now it works. Okay, never mind. I think I might be tripping here or something. Let's add this. Proceed to, let's go to the payment, right? Give a tip of $10. It's fine. Yep. Should then open our table, right? And submit the order over here. And we should be able to see the payments over here as the, come load the reports here. The CSS is literally terrible, but I don't really care because I was going to use it, so. Total revenue for this day. This is what we sold. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I think that works. I think that's good. I think instead on the waiter page, maybe we want to change this not to be an alert anymore, but to be a session fix bug for completed orders. Okay, let's what do we want to do? Go to waiter, right? I think this should be an alert somewhere, right? No, that should be on the waiter where we alert. No? Maybe it was on the completed order page. Add menu item form. Create order. Alert. Please select an item. Let's toast this. Let's import toast. Import toast from, is it React Hot Toast? Shit, I don't remember. Toast from React Toastify, that's what I want. Let's go. Let's grab the, it's the login form. Let's grab some code from here. What is toast being done? Toast error was a success. Toast dot success? No, toast dot error. You don't even have a toast success, dude? Let's just grab this. Create order here. So instead of the alert, it's toast error. Select a drink or food item. What experience you got on React? Professional one? Nah, man. I just learnt in my own time. I got no professional React experience. Yeah, I just picked it up. Please select a drink or food item. Then here we want to do if response okay. Can we do it finally? Yeah, that's what I want. Toast success. I believe we can like add time or something. I don't know what the variables are. Let me switch up on the internet. Time. I'm doing a little bit of finishing touches of this thing. Toast success duration. This is what you need here. Duration. Toast success. Is it duration? 4,000. 4 seconds. How long have you been learning it? Probably about 6 months, I would say. Yeah, probably about 6 months, dude. Maybe this should be tabbed over one more. Yeah, that looks better. Let's add this to our login too. I'm not really that good, to be honest. Login logic, low key. Let's add a toast.success here to each of these. Oh my god, dude, what the hell is going on here? Oh. Alright, dude, what is going on here, bro? This is tripping me up. Alright, I'm just gonna leave this. Let's do like logged in successfully. That's fine. Right, logged in successfully. Stick with that. Yes, yes. Thank you. I don't even know if we need a default, technically. I'm just gonna leave it because I'm not sure. Do we really need this? I don't know. We'll leave that for now. Let's test it out and make sure it works. Signed out successfully. Okay, nice. So now when we go to our waiter, let's go to our host. Let's grab table 10. We add a mana potion. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Let's do my sword steak. Let's grab 10 of these. Cool. Proceed to payment. We add our tip of like 50, right? Fuck. Shit. We missed an alert here on the waiter page. Oh, we got an error here. Declaration of statement expected. I have 584. Declaration of statement expected. I don't know what I'm missing here, bro. Is it the finally then? It didn't like that, I don't think. Okay. Is that fine now? Okay, maybe I like indented it and fucked it up or something. Okay, let's stick with that. Let's see what that does. Let's change the status of this one. Table 11. Let's add 10 of these. Yes. Why are you not adding, dude? What the fuck? Oh, that's a fucking bug. What is going on here? Whoops, dude. What is happening here? Oh, finally is always going to execute though. That's why we can't have it in finally. Finally is always going to execute, so this won't work. We want to do it. Okay, if the response is okay, we send this. And then we send the toast notification. Toast if it works, right? E prevent. If selected food or selected table, please select the food item. Toast that error. Failed to save drink item. I don't like the alerts, dude. Handle submit. So if selected food or table, please select a food item. Why or table? I guess it's fine. I mean, handle drink, handle submit drink. Good. Okay, let's try this out again. Waiter, table 11. Let's grab 10 of these. Oh. Let's grab the fried chicken here. Grab 5 of these. Let's put like no sauce on my chicken, bruh. Entree, no sauce on my chicken. That worked. Proceed to payment. Getting access denied still. That is weird though. I don't want to fix it. Let's do 20. Confirm the order. Order confirmed. Final total. Okay. Where is that, dude? Where is the proceed to payment? Proceed to payment. Is this... Where are we adding up the final total? Final total. Where are we adding up the final total, bro? What is going on? Fortnite balls, dude. Let's go, bro. Low key. Fortnite balls. We adding up the total here. Add new food item. Existing food. Update the UI. Bro, I'm tripping. Where are we? When you're applying for jobs, what technology are most companies looking for? Currently letting go. I'm wondering if that's a good choice. Yeah, dude. Honestly, it was a bit of everything. I would just say learn what you want to learn. I just learned React because I kind of just got put into it. But, you know, there is so many. And honestly, once you learn one, bro, like, you can do anything. It's like... I don't know. I would just do what you enjoy and kind of just keep applying, bro, and just eventually something works out. So most companies use assembly, bro. Yeah, type shit, bro. Dude, I'm trying to figure out where this alert is. I don't know where this fucking alert is, bro. Where am I adding up these values, bro? I just... Oh, here we go. Alert. Here we go. Total start. Success. Confirm successfully. Can we grab this, dude? Is that possible to do here? Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, go was good, bro. Just keep working on. Keep doing what you enjoy. Final total. And we navigate to waiter. Let's change all these to toast errors. Okay, finally. Okay, let's just do one more check here. Just make sure this is all good. Status here, come here. What is going on here, bro? Why is this taking so long? Bro, what the fuck? Failed to add drink, error failed to... Null value. Bro, what the fuck is going on here? 2. Okay. Receipt to payment. Tip 7. Toast is not defined. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, that's better. I like that better. Alright, cool. Learning your first language and the fundamentals is the key part. One you apply, they just want to test if you understand that much. Focus up and you got this. Yes, sir. That's the way to go about it. I think I'm going to end the stream there, guys. I mean, I worked on Worked on kind of what I want to do. I'm gonna go do some like C++ graphics programming for a bit on YouTube. Watch some Cherno videos, bro. You know how it is. I'm gonna play some games with some friends later, but maybe I might stream it. I don't know. I don't know if people want to watch me play games or do something else or do some graphics programming, but I don't know enough. I'm watching a lot of YouTube videos and reading a lot of shit, so I don't know if it's any fun at all, but thanks for the advice. I want to see that more than this. You want to see me do graphics programming, bro? Sorry. I know this shit's pretty boring, but removed alerts and added toast notifications. Alright, dude. I had to fix this. Stream the games. Graphics. Okay. Yeah, maybe I might stream the games later. Do some graphics programming. Let's get rid of this garbage. Testing document. What the hell is this? This is what my group member did. Let's take a look. What the fuck is this, dude? Graphics, OpenGL, or Vulkan? I'm doing OpenGL right now, dude. Real Chads create their own APIs. Yeah, bro, low-key, real Chads, dude. Real Chads make their own APIs, dude. Type shit. Bro. Yeah, I'm doing Cherno's Cherno's oh shit, this is my channel. Whoops. Cherno. I've been grinding his, not C++. Shit, where is it? OpenGL. Yeah, I'm getting into this fight here. I wanna try, but the goal is, bro, is I wanna recreate Minecraft. I know that sounds super cliche, and I feel like every you know, dev has wanted to do that or whatever, but you know, that interests me, and game programming does. Cherno G, yes sir. Temple OS for the win. You want a real program if you haven't coded your own compiler. Yeah, bro, type shit, dude. Type shit. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going through this series, bro, but I think I'm gonna stream some graphics programming once I have like a solid foundation where I don't feel like I'm just watching videos the whole time. I feel like if you're watching me watch YouTube videos, I feel like it can get kind of boring, but maybe not. Maybe people want to see that. I don't know, but you know, I'm gonna try and get through this. Hopefully take me a couple weeks to get through most of this, and then, you know, maybe I can start kind of putting a little project together. Do you listen to Metro Boomin? A little bit. A little bit. I don't know if that's a roast or not, bro. A little bit, but I actually listen to a lot of rap and shit, so yeah, that's the stuff, bro. But I love graphics. It pays off after a time of understanding. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I do. I have really enjoyed it, dude. It's been really great. But yeah, hey, but I'm gonna end the stream here. I might stream again a little later, maybe do some other stuff. But if you guys are interested, you guys should check out my GitHub. You guys should follow me on GitHub, make me look better than what I am. But you know, I appreciate everyone being here today. What about Travis Scott, Don Trolliver? Yeah, Travis Scott's pretty solid. I listen to Travis Scott too, but not Don Trolliver. Channel was really good. Yeah, no, I agree. I did this whole C++ series too. That's how I learned C++. So, but yeah, appreciate everyone being here, especially Becca. Shout out to Becca, who's been here the whole time. So, you know, thank you guys for all the comments. Thank you guys for the support. I know web development is kind of fucking boring, and I appreciate everyone kind of sticking around and hanging out with me, but you know, soon we're going to be doing OpenGL and some graphics programming on stream, so that should be pretty fun. But yeah, peace, guys. Dude, thank you, bro. Thank you guys for following me, bro. I'll follow you back, bro. Low key. But yeah, if you guys are interested, check out my GitHub and follow me. Appreciate it. Love you guys, dude. I will. Where's my shout out, bro? LX on F1D. Shout out to you, bro. Let's go, dude. Type shit, bro. Shout out to you. But yeah, thank you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll also be streaming on the weekend too, so I'm gonna be here this weekend. I'm not gonna go. I'm not seeing my girlfriend this weekend, so yeah, we'll be streaming. I'll probably stream some graphic shit, bro. But maybe do some learning. But yeah, so appreciate you guys. Bye bye. Say my name, Lixon F1D, bro. Lixon F1D. Peace, guys. See you later.